Skip it up and that up. So the Federal Appeals Court yesterday nullified key provisions of the FCC's net neutrality rules, opening the door to a curated approach to internet delivery that allows broadband providers to block content or applications as they see fit. I'll translate that for you. Basically, what they could do is they could gouge us now. They can make different tier plans. They can block certain websites unless you pay a certain amount of money. If they consider a website unethical, which is what net neutrality protected against before when it wouldn't allow ISPs to do, they could just shut it down. So if they think, oh, YouTube has copyrighted content on it, they could just block it and you wouldn't have access to it, even though with the FCC rules of net neutrality, it would have protected against things like that. But America. Anyway, so here is what this 3-0 decision by the U.S. Court of Appeals negated out of net neutrality. These were all really good things that are now gone, unless some miracle happens. Wireline or fixed broadband providers may not block lawful content, applications, services, or non-harmful devices. Mobile broadband providers may not block lawful websites or block applications that compete with their voice or video telephony services. Fixed broadband providers may not unreasonably discriminate in transmitting lawful network traffic. So basically what the U.S. Court of Appeals did is what the entire United States government does. Is they gave the corporations what they wanted. So here is what I already know, that Verizon has multi-tier plans coming for Fios in the pipeline. There were some other articles I saw about it. Hey, you use a lot of bandwidth? You want to use Netflix? You want to use Hulu, which royally kicks the shit out of them offering TV, and a lot of people, including myself, if it wasn't for the fact that package plans, you're pretty much forced to get the 3-in-1 package plan where you get phone, TV, and internet, because if you try to just get internet, it costs the same amount. If you want to watch Netflix and Hulu, oh man, you're going to have to get our $250 plan because that's a lot of bandwidth. Whereas with these net neutrality rules that were in place, guess what? They couldn't fucking do that. They were actually rules set by the FCC to protect the consumer, but it's the United States. Our entire government is bought out by corporations. Our whole government's full of a bunch of fucking frauds. So they probably Verizon probably lobbied whoever they needed to lobby, and now those rules are gone. So now, want Hulu? Gonna need more money for that. If they see a website that even if the website hasn't been brought to court and isn't doing anything illegal, like I said before, they're pissed off at YouTube because YouTube's taken away their TV thunder and no one gives a shit about paying for TV. YouTube, you got some copyrighted content on there, and since we're dicks, we're gonna shut you down because we don't want your competition to us. Not saying it's gonna happen, it probably isn't. But if one of these cable providers, these internet providers wanted to, they could do it now, because now the internet they have no regulations. The government's not watching over them at all. Actually, whoopee, the appeals court left intact a net neutrality rule requiring wireless and wireline broadband providers to disclose the network management practices, performance characteristics, and commercial terms of their services. Basically, what that means is, let's pretend we actually give a shit so we don't seem like complete bought out frauds. And we'll review all of the new rules that all of these cable providers and internet providers are making. We don't really give a shit, but it'll make us not look as bad to people that are sheep. So now if Optimum/Cablevision tomorrow sees I'm using a lot of bandwidth and they want to give me some ridiculous plan so I can keep using that amount of bandwidth, and they see I'm using Netflix and using Hulu, and they want to say, hey, Rich, you need to go on our platinum plan for $320 a month. They got to gouge. I mean, shit, I'm already paying almost close to $200 a month for the triple play package from Optimum, because they are thieves, and they want more money. And you know what? They know that legacy media is dying. I've said this time and time again. And instead of innovating, what they want to do is just corner the market, monopolize it in their favor. They don't. You think TV is obsolete? Well, you won't think it's obsolete if you got to pay $300 a month to keep your internet and have the same amount of bandwidth and have access to Netflix. I also saw in a couple articles too that they may be doing this to try to kind of legally blackmail Netflix. Like, hey, you want people to keep using your service with our ISP? You better cough up some of that money. I believe it. So once again, the American government proves that it is not for the people, it is for the corporations that bought them out. And as long as money is in politics and doesn't become illegal in politics, this is the kind of shit that's going to happen again and again and again and fucking again. How many bills have been written to try to stifle the internet over the past 5 years? Give me a break. God bless America. Anyway, folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. Have a good one.